Have you ever met someone like Ethan? Ethan was the guy everyone wanted to be. He drove a sleek new car, wore the latest designer clothes, and always had the newest phone. His Instagram was a masterpiece of luxury vacations, fancy dinners, and exclusive parties. To the outside world, Ethan was living the dream. He looked rich, successful, and happy. But behind the curtain of his perfectly curated life, there was a different story, a much darker one. Ethan was drowning in debt. His impressive car was on a loan with payments he could barely make. His closet was full of clothes bought on credit cards that were maxed out. That fancy apartment? It cost him over half his monthly income. Ethan wasn't rich. He was just pretending to be. He was a victim of what I call the status tax, the high price we pay for looking wealthy. And that's the crazy part. This obsession with looking rich is the very thing that keeps so many of us poor. Let's break down this trap, because it's something that affects millions of people, maybe even you, without you fully realizing it. It starts with a simple, very human desire, the need for approval and respect. We see people with nice things, and we see how others admire them. So our brain makes a simple connection. Nice things equal respect. This isn't your fault. It's how society is wired. Advertisements constantly tell us that buying their product will make us happier, more attractive, more successful. Social media amplifies this by 1,000. We scroll through feeds filled with influencers and celebrities showcasing lives of effortless luxury. We see our friends posting their new car or their exotic trip, and a little voice inside us whispers, "Why not me? I deserve that too." This is the beginning of the lifestyle inflation creep. It's when your spending increases as your income does, but not on things that build wealth, but on things that signal wealth. You get a raise at work, and your first thought isn't to invest more or pay off debt faster. It's to upgrade your car, move to a nicer neighborhood, or buy that expensive watch you've been eyeing. Think about Ethan again. His first good job out of college gave him a decent salary. Instead of living like a student for a few more years and saving a huge chunk of his income, he immediately upgraded his entire life. He felt he had arrived and needed to look the part. He leased a luxury car because that's what successful people in his company drove. He rented an expensive downtown apartment because he wanted to be in the center of the action. He bought tailored suits and designer shoes to fit in with his senior colleagues. Each purchase felt justified at the time. It was an investment in his image, he told himself, but these weren't investments. They were liabilities. Investments put money in your pocket. Liabilities take money out. His fancy car didn't earn him money. It cost him money every single month in payments, insurance, and gas. His expensive apartment didn't generate income. It just consumed a massive portion of his paycheck. Slowly but surely, the cost of maintaining this image started to eat away at his financial freedom. He was living paycheck to paycheck, despite earning a good salary. He had no emergency fund. A single unexpected expense, like a car repair or a medical bill, would send him into a panic. He was trapped. The very things he bought to feel successful were making him incredibly fragile and stressed. This is the core of the problem. We confuse looking rich with being rich. True wealth isn't about what you spend. It's about what you keep. It's your net worth, your assets minus your liabilities. It's having money working for you in investments, not you constantly working for money to pay for your lifestyle. So how do we break free from this trap? How do we stop being like Ethan and start building genuine, lasting wealth? The first step is a mindset shift. You have to redefine what success and wealth mean to you. Is it a flashy car and a big house, or is it freedom, security, and options? Is it impressing strangers, or is it providing a stable and happy life for yourself and your loved ones? Once you get clear on your real values, the desire to keep up with the Joneses starts to fade. You need to stop comparing your life to the curated highlight reels you see on social media. Remember, you are comparing your behind-the-scenes reality with someone else's public performance. It's a game you can never win, and it will only make you miserable. Instead, Focus on your own journey, your own progress. The only person you should be competing with is the person you were yesterday. The next step is to get practical and create a plan. This isn't about depriving yourself of everything you enjoy. It's about being intentional with your money. You need to create a budget. I know the word budget sounds restrictive, but think of it as a freedom plan. It's you telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. Track your income and expenses for a month to see exactly where your money is going. You might be shocked to find out how much you're spending on subscriptions, eating out, or impulse buys, all little things that add up to a lot. Once you know your numbers, you can start making conscious choices. Maybe you realize you can be just as happy with a reliable, used car instead of a brand new one, freeing up hundreds of dollars a month. Maybe you decide to learn to cook a few great meals at home instead of always eating out. These small changes can have a massive impact. The goal is to increase the gap between what you earn and what you spend. That gap is your wealth-building engine. Every dollar in that gap can be used to build your financial fortress. The first priority is to build an emergency fund. This is your safety net. Aim for at least 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses in a separate high-yield savings account. This fund is what gives you peace of mind. It's what protects you from life's unexpected curveballs so you don't have to go into debt when your car breaks down. Once your emergency fund is in place, you can start aggressively paying down high-interest debt, like credit cards. The interest you're paying on that debt is a guaranteed negative return. Getting rid of it is like giving yourself an instant raise. And now for the most exciting part: investing. This is how you make your money work for you. This is how you build real generational wealth. You don't need to be a Wall Street genius to get started. You can begin with simple, low-cost index funds or ETFs. These are baskets of stocks that track a market index, like the S&P 500. They are diversified and have historically provided solid returns over the long term. The key is to start early and be consistent. Thanks to the magic of compound interest, even small, regular contributions can grow into a massive sum over time. Imagine planting a small tree. At first, it's tiny. But with time, water, and sunlight, it grows into a huge, strong oak. That's what your investments do. Let's go back to Ethan. After a major financial scare where he almost lost his apartment, he hit rock bottom. He finally had to confront the reality of his situation. He was miserable, stressed, and had nothing to show for all his hard work except a pile of bills. He decided to make a change. He sold his expensive car and bought a modest, reliable used one. He moved to a more affordable apartment a little further from the city center. He unsubscribed from all the marketing emails from designer brands. He deleted Instagram for a few months to clear his head. It was tough at first. His ego took a hit. Some of his friends made comments, but something amazing happened. He felt a huge sense of relief. The constant financial pressure was gone. He used the money he saved to build an emergency fund and then started paying off his credit cards one by one. After a year, he was debt-free. For the first time in his adult life, he felt a sense of control. He started investing a portion of his paycheck every month. He started focusing on experiences rather than things, hiking with friends, learning to play the guitar, spending quality time with family. He was happier than he had ever been when he was trying to look rich. He wasn't living a life that looked good on Instagram anymore. He was living a life that felt good in reality. The story of Ethan is a powerful reminder. The pursuit of status is a hollow one. It promises happiness but delivers anxiety. True wealth isn't about the car you drive or the clothes you wear. It's about freedom, security, and peace of mind. It's about having the resources to live life on your own terms. So I challenge you today to take a hard look at your own spending. Are you buying things to build a life you love, or are you buying things to project an image? Are you building true wealth, or are you just paying the status tax? It's your choice. Start today. Create a budget, build that emergency fund, and start investing in your future. Ditch the need for approval and embrace the power of financial independence. Your future self will thank you for it. Thanks for watching, and if this message resonated with you, make sure to subscribe for more content to help you build a richer life in every sense of the word.